So hello and welcome to this quick revision guide for psychology. This revision guide is part of a set of videos designed to help you recap and review the core ideas for using GRAVEDS as evaluation points across psychology. So GRAVEDS will help you in your evaluations of psychology studies. It will also help you evaluate the psychology research methods. But as we've said before, please remember that GRAVEDS is not used to evaluate theories for psychology. So it's just using GRAVEDS to help with identifying strengths and weaknesses within studies and research methods. So in this short revision guide, we are going to be looking at the use of external validity. So when it comes to external validity, one of the main types of external validity that we often look at is the role of ecological validity. And if you remember, this is in relation to how realistic the environment is in which the study itself took place. So does the environment reflect a normal day-to-day environment? Is it the same context in which the participants would normally undertake the activity or the task? Is it realistic to those particular participants? So making sure that the environment is not artificial for those who take part. So our example for ecological validity is an example of strong ecological validity from Charlton's study in St Helena. This was undertaken within a real life context, so children were observed and their behaviours were recorded before and after the introduction of television. The introduction of television was a natural occurrence, so it's a naturally occurring IV, and it was introduced to a small community who had previously not had television. So the natural experiment took place within circumstances that were real, representative of a real scenario and situation that was occurring on St Helena. Our second form of external validity relates to what we call predictive validity. So this is whether or not the results of a particular study can predict the likely experiences or behaviours of humans going into the future. So how well does the findings of a particular study relate to what is going to happen again and again and again in the wider world? So one study that lacks predictive validity would be Rain's study of NGRI murderers. The PET scans that he conducted on NGRIs and a control group do not necessarily predict the future behaviours of other humans. So not all people with the same brain structural and functional differences will in fact become murderers. So there is a lack of predictive validity in terms of Rain's study. Okay, so that brings you to the end of this quick revision guide about the use of GRAVEDS in the evaluation of studies and methods. So it would be useful for you to now review all the core studies that you have covered in your psychology course and check that you're happy with the way in which you've used external validity in those strengths and weaknesses that you've prepared. Once you've done this, it'd be good to have a look at the remaining videos to help recap on the other aspects of GRAVEDS.